Hi, hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Last time when we were discussing about certain specific diets during hypertension topic, we came across DASH diet, we came across Mediterranean diet. We've seen various plate models which serve as food for the body, for the hypertensive patients. And when I started thinking and reflecting on these topics, I thought like, why can't we come across a plate model which serves as food for our thought, which serves as food for our mind? And it is then I came across and I created this new concept called success plate strategy exclusively for this video. So, what is the success plate strategy? What are the various portions or ingredients of this success plate strategy? And most importantly, how can we utilize these ingredients to increase our chances to achieve success in our own customized way? Who doesn't want to be successful? We all want to be successful in our own way, right? Because we all know that the kind of satisfaction, the kind of fulfillment, the kind of peace and joy that comes with success cannot be bought or cannot be replaced by any materialistic ingredient on this planet. So, success truly gives us that sense of satisfaction, fulfillment, joy, and peace. So, how to achieve this success? By considering these ingredients of success plate will be the focus of this video. I hope you guys are ready. Let's go ahead. So as you can see, this is the plate I'm talking about. And in this plate, you can see various portions and each portion has various ingredients. So this success plate is an attempt to discuss in detail about various ingredients which are essential to achieve success. And success is not just about getting a first rank, you know, exam per se. Success can be anything, building beautiful relationships, doing things that you love. So you can define it in your own way. And success is all about achieving things which are in line with your interests and inclinations and how to do that. And that's what we're trying to do in this particular video. So as you can see, there are various portions, three portions precisely, and each portion I have titled it as discipline, orientation, and perspectives. And let's deal with each portion one by one. So coming to discipline, what do you mean by discipline? As we all know, discipline, as per dictionary, discipline is nothing but training our body and mind so that we can take control of actions, right? Or achieve what we want. For example, if you want to be first in a running race, it's not that you wake up on the day of the race, run and try to get first. No, that's not how things work, right? We need to train our body and mind, and with a lot of practice and consistency, we'll be able to achieve whatever it is we want to ultimately at the end of the day, right? So, disciplined approach is something which is prerequisite in order to achieve success. And discipline, as I said, it's all about training your body as well as mind. And once you have disciplined approach, you can take care of the following ingredients. The first one, as you can see, wake sleep cycle. In fact, there is no debate in this. If any person on this planet compromises their wake sleep cycle, which means they're not sleeping on time, they're not waking up on time, they're compromising the quality of their sleep for sake of achieving something else, then it's going to nullify your entire efforts. As a matter of fact, so wake sleep cycle is something which is very much important because we are biological beings. We are animals on this planet and we are in sync with our mother nature. So we have these circadian rhythms and we have an inherent biological clock which we need to respect. And once we compromise this, once we try to override this, then there is no point in doing what we're doing because ultimately it's going to be a failure. So that's the reality. That's the harsh reality, right? So wake sleep cycle is something which we need to respect. And in order to respect our wake sleep cycle, disciplined approach is very much important. The ability to sleep on time, resisting all the temptations that we have, especially smartphone usage, and the ability to wake up on time as per our requirements, as per our convenience. It can be 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. It's okay, whatever it is. But your ability to wake up at a particular time, and once you wake up, the feeling that you get, a fresh kind of feeling, the energetic kind of feeling, the relaxed kind of feeling. In fact, I would say once you have good quality sleep, you'll have a sense of deep relaxation, and your entire day is going to be a blessing. You'll have that feeling that it's a blessed day. So, wake sleep cycle cannot be compromised, and it cannot be compromised only once you start having a disciplined approach towards this cycle. As I said, one should be disciplined enough to sleep on time and to wake up on time. It's not that by 8 p.m. you should just shut your eyes. No, things might vary. There has to be some dynamism, but still, on an average, you should be able to sleep as early as possible so as to not to disturb your melatonin production, which we discussed elaborately in the previous video. And on an average, you should be able to wake up relatively early in the day. Right, so I'm not going to give you any times because it might vary with each individual. But if you want to hear something from me, I would say try to sleep before 10 p.m. and try to wake up by 4 to 5 a.m. Right? And coming to dietary approach, this is something we should discuss previously in Dash Diet, Mediterranean diet, and also in some of the previous live sessions. Only a person who is disciplined will be extra cautious and will be mindful, and most importantly will be conscious of what he or she is putting into their system. If I'm not conscious, if I'm careless, if I don't care about what I'm putting in my system, then it's going to affect me in all negative ways possible, if not today, maybe 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years down the lane. A disciplined approach towards diet is very, very important. In fact, as important as wake sleep cycle. In fact, as they say, we are what we eat. There is no debate in that. We eat good stuff, this becomes good stuff. This becomes good stuff. If we eat nonsensical stuff, it reflects the same. So, your ability to manage your diet and to be conscious about what you are feeding your system is very, very important, and it plays a key role. In fact, only once you feed good stuff into your body, then your thoughts, your actions, everything will be translated accordingly, and your ability to succeed also will be proportionately increasing, right? So, along with that, I've even mentioned about essential habits. It can be studying, and not just studying, since most of you who will be watching this video are preparing for entrance. I'm mentioning about studying, but let's suppose you are in the process of building a relationship. You are in the process of, constructing something in your own life. Like it can be a building, it can be some device, it can be a project, it doesn't matter what it is. All of this can be categorized as essential habits. If you are preparing for entrance, obviously studying, practicing is something which is considered to be an essential habit. But essential habit, in a sense, can be anything depending upon your set of priorities. That's the point I'm trying to convey. Let's suppose you're preparing for the entrance, right? So studying is very important. Practicing MCQs is very important. So your ability to practice again depends on your disciplined approach. Only once you are disciplined in your life, only once you take care of wake sleep cycle, only once you take care of the stuff that you feed yourself, only once you are disciplined, as a consequence, you will be able to take care of the essential habits in a similar fashion. There is no compromise in that, and there is no doubt in that. If you think like I can compromise my food and sleep, if you think I can compromise my circadian rhythms, my biologic clock, or whatever it is, you'll not be able to focus on your essential habits. It can be anything for that matter. So everything is highly interlinked. Once we have good sleep, obviously we'll feel good about that particular day. And once we have good food, our body and mind feels good. And if these things work out, then no matter what we do, it will be like Midas touch. Everything that you touch will turn into gold, right? In a good context. So, in the first portion, this is what I wanted to highlight. Wake sleep cycle, dietary approach, your ability to take care of your essential habits, everything is linked up to your disciplined approach towards life as such. I'm taking time. I'm doing this video aram se because I wanted to highlight these areas to the best of my ability. We can do a 1 minute video, We can do a 30-second video, but it serves no purpose in my opinion. So I really encourage you guys to complete watching this entire video, get into the depth of what we are discussing, and try to correlate that with your own personal and professional life. I'm sure it will bring about lot many changes. At least, if not changes, it will instigate you to bring about lot many positive changes. And the second portion is orientation. This is something which is my favorite, and I keep highlighting every now and then. What does orientation mean? Orientation means basic feelings or belief system towards something. See, my belief or my feeling is that in order to achieve success, one should be able to work hard or put some effort. You work smart, you work hard, whatever, but you need to put some effort. You need to put that effort consistently, and you need to believe in yourself. It's not just about cracking entrance. For example, you want to build a beautiful relationship. Even if you want to build a beautiful relationship, you need to put some effort from your side. You cannot expect things to happen just like that. So you need to put some effort from your side, hard work, smart work, or whatever it is, and that effort has to be consistently put without any compromise. Consistency is not about doing things every moment or every day. Some days we do it, some days we'll not be able to do it, but still, on an average, overall, are we consistent in our efforts? Only we will know the answer to that question. So, our ability to put some effort and to put that effort consistently, and most importantly, just because we put some effort and that effort has been consistent, doesn't mean that we are obligated to get some results, or there is a rule that we'll get the result in a desired output. No, things don't go that way. Just because we put some effort on a consistent basis doesn't mean that things will always turn as per our interests or inclinations. Things might go in a different direction altogether, but still, in spite of that, you should believe in yourself, because if not, the other option is very bad. Not believing in self will be a disaster to your own self. So let's put the effort, let's put that in a consistent basis, and most importantly, let's believe in the fact that we will attract the right things into our life. It can be relationships, it can be anything that we actually have intention towards. It can be ranks, it can be marks, it can be materialistic things, including relationships. We'll be able to attract each and everything at our own pace. It's just a matter of time. So having this kind of orientation, having this kind of feeling or belief system will definitely help you achieve success in your own way, in your own style, in your own customized way. So ability to put some effort, the basic ingredient, and to put that consistently, and to believe in yourself irrespective of the challenges that you face, regardless of the situations you are in, right? If you can do that, you have an enhanced orientation, and your orientation is right orientation towards what you want to achieve without any doubt. And finally, in the final portion, I put this perspective. What does perspective mean? Again, according to dictionary, perspective means opinions or attitudes towards something. If something happens to you, you can have an opinion that the thing that has happened to you is good, or you can have an alternative opinion that the thing that has happened to you is bad. The thing that has happened to you is common parameter here, but how you perceive it entirely depends on us, entirely depends upon your attitude. Whether you want to take it in a good way or in a bad way, it entirely depends on our attitude. Just keep that in mind. So when I put these words here, you can see here in perspective portion, I put why, what, when, where, and how. If anything is happening to you, like, or for suppose you want to crack entrance, like, keep asking yourself these questions, fundamental questions, like why do you want to prepare for entrance? Is it just because you wanted to impress someone, or are you preparing to enhance your professional life and to contribute to the existing problems or to the existing solutions, or you want to create a kind of solution to the existing problems in the society? So why is it you're preparing for entrance? Why is that you want to study a master's? So ask yourself why. Similarly, what is it you want to do once you have your master's degree? Similarly, when is it you want to achieve this year, next year, or you want to take some break? And where is that you want to study? like in a particular college, in a particular locality, and how is that you want to achieve this, right? So when you ask yourself these basic fundamental questions, right, your perspective will get enhanced as a consequence. And once your perspective is enhanced, everything that happens to you, you'll perceive it in a super duper positive way. And there is no conflict whatsoever internally or externally. There will be a lot of peace in your heart and in your mind. And eventually, no matter what you do, no matter what you think, right, it will be like a Midas touch. It becomes gold in a positive way. In fact, Midas touch has a negative context, but here we are using it in a positive context. Like when we say whatever you touch is gold, it means you have a blessed hand, right? So, in that context, no matter what you think, with enhanced orientation, no matter what you do, it's going to turn into gold. Whatever you touch is going to turn into gold. With enhanced perspectives, no matter what you think, it's going to turn into gold. Right? So, these are the three basic portions that I wanted to highlight in this success plate. And without these portions, the plate will remain incomplete. So will be the output. So will be the consequence. And once you start adding all these ingredients on your plate, success comes as a natural consequence. Mark my words. Money comes as a natural consequence. Fame comes as a natural consequence without any doubt 100%. So I really wish that after this video, after going through this video, I really wish and hope that devise your own success plate, looking into these parameters, and then have a sumptuous breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner using this success plate and achieve the desired results, keeping your interests and inclinations in mind. Ultimately, what is that we all need? What is that we all want? Biological needs are pretty basic. The rest of the things are all wants. At least, what is it we all want? We want to be successful, right? And what is success? Success is all about achieving things which are in line with our interests and inclinations, and how to do that. So that is what we try to discuss in this entire video. Right? I hope it's not too philosophical, and I hope it is pragmatic in nature. Practically useful tips or parameters for your benefit. That's the hope I have in making this video. That's the reason I'm doing this video. And finally, before I conclude, as I said, as I discussed, success is all about achieving things in line with our areas of interest or inclination. What's success for me may not be the same to you, and vice versa. Let's have our own definition or understanding of success. And to achieve success, let's keep the psychological factors in mind, because it's all about this. If this is taken care of, everything else is taken care of. Our entire universe is taken care of, because my universe is different from your universe. So if I can take care of this, I'm taking care of my entire universe. And eventually that brings me a lot of peace, fulfillment, and satisfaction. And we all deserve that as living creatures on this planet. So as I said, keep these three portions in mind, have a disciplined approach, enhance your perspectives, and have the right orientation so that no matter what you think, no matter what you touch, turns into gold and helps you fulfill all your dreams, desires, goals, ambitions, so on and so forth. I sincerely hope that this video is helpful, and I'm sure that you're going to make use of this plate and you're going to have a sumptuous breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinner in your life and achieve success accordingly. All the very best. Love you all.